Today I want to show you some Soviet train wrecks. We're just walking on the rails towards the Janov train station. I just had to censor some Ukrainian personnel again, sorry about that, but we'll have better footage right after the sequence. So let's take that time and have a look at the map. Here's a map of the area. To the north is Pripyat, to the east is the Chernobyl nuclear power plant and the attached Semikhody, still active train station, and we're just at the Janov train station, which is not operational right now. Coming up here on the left is quite a classic so-called Metallist camp. These are people who go into the Chernobyl exclusion zone in order to scavenge metal, especially copper from cables. You can see the fireplace that they use in order to extract the metal and remove the plastic. And if you have a look inside of this old train car, the plastic sleeves of copper wire. And of course the copper they extracted and took out with them in order to sell it. Can't help but feel sorry for these old Soviet locomotives that are just, thrown on the side and slaughtered for whatever their entrails are. And these train wrecks just go on and on and on towards the actual rail station and station building of the Janov train station, where there's currently some illegal workers who also, do some kind of extraction work, I suppose. I'm not sure, I was not able to film there directly. Again, you can see the work of scavengers, these empty plastic isolators from copper cables and stuff here on the floor and even on that tree. Sadly, I don't know enough about trains to tell you anything about this one in particular, but as I said, the Janov train station was a major connection for the city of Pripyat, bringing in goods, all kinds of stuff, from food to working equipment to tanks, later on the tanks that used to clean up the Chernobyl exclusion zone. Back in the days, there used to be a train that went right to Moscow from here even. But now you could see everything is just overgrown and the trains are rusting away, or whatever is left of the trains is rusting away. But nature doesn't care about any of that. You can see that train wreck just entirely engulfed by trees, which is awesome, I think. This tree is particularly amazing. Probably, I don't know, lightning struck it or something, but you can see a lot of sideways growth here. That tree is almost blocking the door, but let's get in. Let's get into the radioactive train. Cuckoo! Yet there's plenty of cuckoos and all kinds of other birds around there. Just to the south is the red forest. And as I said, all kinds of equipment that was used in the liquidation of the Chernobyl accident was brought in via the Janov train station. And some of the contaminated equipment remains just around there. This is right next to the Janov train station. And you can see some equipment that looks more like farming equipment, but there's also the apparent army vehicles, tanks, like this one, which has like a kind of claw to pick up debris, I suppose. There's plenty of these, and usually the claws are quite contaminated. Here's another tank which was probably equipped with some kind of shovel in the front there, but that was probably dismantled due to being too contaminated to just be left out there in the open, and was probably brought to, for example, Vojakivka. Here you can see it's not too contaminated, just about, yeah, 2 microsievert power. And you can see this one in particular was equipped with a giant shovel. Now all of that equipment is just rotting away, lost and forgotten to most of the world. But at least nature is reclaiming the area, as you can clearly see.